there. Today I want to find out how well you know your ABCs. No, not the ABCs that you learned in kindergarten, your ABCs of your foundations. Now, in recent years, a new line of foundation types have come out, and they are referred to by letters of the alphabet, hence the name ABCs or the alphabet foundations. This started because about 20 years ago, someone came up with tinted moisturizer, and what it is just a moisturizer such as Younique's Divine with color added to it, so you mainly got moisturizing benefits out of it and a little bit of color. And in recent years they've also added a little bit of sunscreen protection, not a lot but a little. So along comes little old Asia over there, who always likes to be inventive, and they created something they called the BB cream. Now the BB creams are like a tinted moisturizer with a lot more color, so you're getting kind of a mix between the traditional liquid foundation and a tinted moisturizer, so you're getting the benefits of both. Now they do blend easier, so you can use them for highlighting and contouring, and you can also mix two different shades together to get the perfect custom shade for you. Next in line came something called color correction creams, CC creams. Color correction creams came out for people that have specific issues on their face, such as very dark colors underneath their eyes that traditional foundation and under eye concealers just were not covering. They may have birthmarks that they're trying to cover up. And color correction creams, the quality depends on the brand. And beauty magazines have compared many brands, and this isn't me saying dogging on a particular brand. People that do this for a living, testing one brand over another, say try samples of a brand. Don't go out and spend 50 bucks on a tube. Try it first and see if it works on you, because some color correction creams are fabulous. Some color correction creams give about the same coverage as a BB cream. So I love to do samples for foundation so people can get a good idea of how well it's going to work for them. And with color correction creams, I highly suggest you get samples. Now, they will provide some moisturizing effect, not as much as BB creams do, and again a little bit of sunscreen, but it's not going to be a huge amount. Now the next ones are called DD creams, the Dynamic Do-It-All cream, and every time I hear about DD creams I just think of Dolly Parton. I just do. And so these are supposed to be the best of all worlds. It's supposed to give you great coverage, great concealer under your eyes, great for highlighting and contouring, great for moisturizing your skin, and again, more so than the color correction cream, it's going to totally depend on the brand that you get. There's a few out there, and many in the industry feel they just aren't holding up to the hype. So be very careful when you buy one. Again, I highly suggest get a sample and compare it to what you already have, because these are significantly higher in price, and if you're going to be paying 50% more for your makeup, you want to know that you're getting what you're paying for, right? Next in the line of coverage is the traditional liquid foundation. Younique has the Touch line, which has 10 different shades, which is great for somebody like me who is so pale, and I for years struggled trying to find a foundation that came in my shade. I always had to go to the Bon Marché, and the nearest one, it's over 100 miles away. So if I did not buy some when I was in Spokane at the mall, I ran out, and that was always a problem because stuff in the drugstore just didn't work for me. And so I love that there are so many more options for colors, not just with Younique, with many other brands, so you get the shade that works right for you. Now, a good liquid foundation has come a long way since the 80s, and they should be drying to a matte finish. A good one should not be sticky. It will not need powder to have a matte finish. The powder can help set it a little bit, whether you put it under or over your foundation, but a good foundation will come to a matte finish right after you apply it, either with your foundation brush, a sponge, or your beauty blender. Next in line are the creams. This is going to be a thicker foundation. It often comes in a compact, so you really have to kind of rub a little bit to get it on your brush or on your beauty blender, and it provides a lot more coverage on your face. Again, this is one that some people prefer to put powder underneath and then they apply the cream on top. That's just a popular way to do it, but you can do it also the powder on top. Generally, they are not going to have any moisturizing benefits, but they provide coverage like nobody's business. They're really good. And typically, the liquid foundation and the cream foundations, because they have been around so much longer, you're going to find much more shades to choose from. Finally is the pressed powder and loose mineral concealer, and they are not exactly the same, but depending on the brand you get, they can provide little to more coverage. One thing that I like to do is just apply primer, and while it's still wet, apply some pressed powder or loose mineral concealer on top of it while it's still wet, and you will be amazed with the coverage you get from it. And the nice thing is with pressed powder, it's in a compact, you take it with you, and you just change your sponge every once in a while, and you can do touch-ups on the go. So that is a short video on the ABCs of your foundations. If you have any questions whatsoever, please let me know. If you have a suggestion or a question about that you would like me to cover on a future video, let me know.